Hello, my name is Tim, my company is Sports and Touring, and it is a great pleasure to show you this beautiful Mazda CX-5. It's a top specification car in the most beautiful colour in the Mazda range, Soul Red. Let's take a look around. You probably know that at Sports and Touring we are Jaguar specialists with a Mazda habit, if I can put it like that. We mostly retail performance cars, particularly fast Jaguars and MX-5s. And as we've got to know the MX-5 range better and better, we've come to really like the modern Mazda marque for its engineering, its style, its ease of use and ownership, its reliability and its economy. And for those reasons, it's a real pleasure to have this CX-5 in stock in this beautiful, deep soul red colour, looking very smart indeed with the black accents around the car. And in this particular case, it is the top of the range Sport Nav car with additional optional extras, meaning that there are no other options on this car which you could have ordered and which are not fitted to this one. It has black leather, and it has safety pack, and it has radar cruise control. It's in great condition with full Mazda main dealer service history, and the driving I've done in it has been a real pleasure. It's a comfortable and pleasant drive. Let's take a look inside. The car comes, of course, with two remote key fobs, although you don't need the key fob in your hand because keyless entry by means of the little button here is very easily achieved. And having pressed the button, simply pull the door open and we can take a look at the interior, which is in very good order. The door card there, almost as it left the factory. Scuff plates, these beautiful black leather seats, one of the options on this particular CX-5, are in fine order. And the whole cockpit, in fact, looking very good indeed. Sitting down into the CX-5 and we can take a look around at the armrest with a handy stowage underneath. There's a coin tray there which we can remove and look into that large void. We've got two cup holders, a handy little stowage there for your phone perhaps, multimedia controls and the automatic gearbox selector. The climate control panel there with heated seats and dual zone climate, and then that large infotainment screen which we'll see come to light as we start up the 2.2 litre diesel, which springs into life quietly and purposefully. That lovely big screen there, the heart of the infotainment system with DAB radio, FM radio, Bluetooth audio and Bluetooth telephony, satellite navigation and so forth. A very fully featured system, easily accessed using the rotary selector there in the centre console, and fully featured. And there, a simple and straightforward instrument binnacle, rev counter, speedo and multifunction display over on the right hand side. And on the steering wheel we've got the infotainment and Bluetooth controls, cruise control, and this is the radar cruise control, so that means it will keep an appropriate distance behind the vehicle in front of you on the motorway, for example. It makes driving stress-free and straightforward, especially at night or when the weather is inclement. And of course we've got automatic lights and rain-sensitive wipers over there. It's a lovely cockpit. You sit high up above the road with a great view of what's going on around you, and really a sumptuously equipped vehicle. We'll switch the engine off and take a look around the rest of the car. So with all the doors open to let the light in, we can take a look at the rear offside door card, which is very good. Carpet, this beautiful black leather with the perforated sections in the seats looking especially attractive. It's a big 3-seat rear compartment with plenty of room for 3 adults, or on the other hand you can have 2 adults and then have the armrest there with the drinks holders down. Decent headrests as well. And then we come around to the enormous boot. 503 litres of space on a CX-5, and again in fine order. The carpet is very clean and unmarked. It's a very practical space with handy stowages either side. There's a 12-volt socket there and room under the boot floor for the tyre inflation kit and jack and so forth. And for configuring the load space to be its maximum size, and you can do that, by the way, with 40-20-40 splits on the rear seats. Handily, there are releases here which mean we can lower the rear row of seats down without having to fiddle around at the sides of the car. Do have a look at our photos where you can see the whole boot area fully exposed. Coming around to the near side, again the passenger door card, very good. The leather carpets and so forth, all very fine. And onto the front passenger seat, where again the door card is pretty well as it left the factory. There's the Bose speaker, by the way. The Bose sound system in this CX-5 is really excellent. Lovely audio quality for a long drive to enjoy your favourite music or radio. And again the passenger seat and so forth in very good order on this particular car. Let's take a look next under the bonnet. Under the bonnet, and there is Mazda's 2.2 litre Skyactiv technology diesel engine. Again, the engine compartment on this car in fine condition, all very clean and correct. It has full Mazda main dealer service history, last serviced in June this year. And the economy this car achieves, despite its size, despite it being such a large and practical car and a 4x4, the figures are good. The urban figure 37 miles per gallon, extra urban or country figure of 48 miles per gallon, and a combined figure of 43. So it's an economical option as a family car. The engine, by the way, 173 horsepower. That's enough to go from 0 to 60 in 9.4 seconds and on to a top speed of 127. And the CX-5 sits beautifully on the motorway. I have to say, it cruises along with the radar cruise control operating most comfortably. So thank you very much indeed for watching. It's been a great pleasure to show you this beautiful CX-5. We're Sports and Touring. We're just outside Andover in Hampshire. We're open 7 days a week by appointment only. You're very welcome to telephone, email or WhatsApp us with any inquiries, or if you'd like to see the car either in person or by video call. We can send you a link to the Google Drive where we've got high resolution photos of the car which you can zoom in on, and copies of important documents as well. If you've got a car to dispose of, we'll give you frank and honest advice about the best way to achieve the maximum value with the minimum inconvenience, whether that's part exchange or selling privately or using one of the car buying services like We Buy Any Car. And if you'd like to chat about finance, we can do that as well. We're authorised and regulated by the FCA. Do please take a few moments to read our reviews on Auto Trader. I'm very proud indeed of how our previous customers speak about us. And I will close by saying I hope to hear from you very soon.